Welcome everybody to Marathon, Florida. This is the first round of the APBA Offshore Pro Series for 2004. It's been a long winter and all the boats are all tuned up and ready to go here. We've got a big list of entries here for Marathon. A lot of Super Vs, a lot of big boats. Looks like it's going to be a great show. A lot of people worked really hard to get this race off the ground. The APBA is really strong this year. Jim Poplin's in charge of everything. The owner of APBA now is Bob Bull. Dee Kimes is still the chief scorer. Chief referees Stephen David. The technical inspectors Van DePiro, Lenny Hill, Joe Sorrentino, Bob Owens, Terry Hill, and Gene Stevens. The risk manager is Bobby Farr. Paul Abreu is your chief inspector. Chief starter is Don Dinger. The family support is brought by Jim Black. The Stars team is led by Clay Engel. The media director is Mark Skrypek. Tony DeCoba, sponsorship provisions. Director of marketing is Michelle May Schmidt. The webmaster is Marty Russin. And of course, onboard camera programs led by Freeze Frame Video. The Marathon Offshore Grand Prix is also brought to you by Key West Investment Syndicate, led by Lee Mills and Bill Sedgwick. Should be a great racing weekend here off of Marathon. Beautiful waters, lots of competitors, and always beautiful weather here in the Keys. Nearly 40 boats here for the season opener. Great show so far for APBA. Nichols Offshore and Hidden Agenda will both be running in the Super Cat class. In the Super Cat Light class, we have CMS Mechanical Service, Team CRC, and Dirty Duck. The Super V boats here: Adrenaline Racing, Miccosukee Indian Gaming, Lucas Oil, Love Muscle, Mid-American Offshore, Reichman Motorsports, Pier 57, and the new boat Lightning Strikes. The Super V Light class has Wild Ride and Extreme. Running in the Factory 2 class, JBS Racing out of Wisconsin, Snap-on Talking Tools, and Simmons Marine. In the Factory 1 class, High Energy and Team Ladycraft. Running the PX class is Bacardi Silver. Talon Marine was here but did not start. They had an engine failure on Friday. In Performance 1, we'll have CRC, Dirty Duck, and CMS. In Performance 2, we'll have Mid-America Offshore, Attitude Motorsports, Reichman Motorsports, Lightning Strikes, and Lucas Oil. In the P3 class, Team Fortress and Lap Dance. In P4, Herbot, Wild Ride, and Gambler. In the P5 class, Carrabba's Team Blythe and Great Adventure. And bringing back the A class, we've got 5 entries: the Velocity VR1, GreatLakesCaster.com, Grumpy Old Men, and Don't Blink, and the Junkyard Dog. All in all, big field of boats here in Marathon, beautiful weather, should be a great show. Here you see CMS, the number 3 boat. It's a 39 MTI powered by twin 525 Mercury racing engines with Bravo drives. That's Bob Bull, the new president of APBA Offshore. Getting ready to go out on the Friday afternoon parade here in Marathon, running down to the Ninth Key Campground and the big concert here in Marathon. Several big events planned for the weekend concerts and such. Should be a great weekend. Great Lakes Caster all the way down in Marathon from the Michigan area, running the revamped A class. Dave Scott's Bacardi Silver 46-foot skater, always a real crowd pleaser at all the races. There's the new 39-foot Phantom, Reichman Motorsports, driven by Mike Gordon and throttled by Greg Reichman, all the way from Arizona. Team Hidden Agenda, coming with a lot of work still to do on the boat, but I'm sure they'll have it ready for the big race on Sunday. There's Ken Doyle's Mid-American Offshore, driven by Ken Doyle, throttled by Will Smith. It's another 39-foot Phantom, powered by Mercury Racing 525s with Bravo drives. Here's Team Lap Dance. It's a 36-foot cigarette gladiator with Mercury 525 EFIs and Bravo drives. Owned and driven by Brett Hartley, throttled by Bruce Premier. Should be an exciting weekend for them. They have 2 onboard cameras we'll be bringing you footage from. Here's Callan Marine. It's a 43-foot Tenkara powered by twin V12 torque marine engines with Arneson BPM surface drives. Here comes Team CRC, fresh off a big win in Biloxi, Mississippi at the OSS season opener. Beautiful new MTI 525 Mercuries with Mercury number 6 drives. Jeff Harris is the throttle man. Mike DeFries is the owner-driver. Team CRC, beautiful paint job, beautiful rig. Great new addition to offshore racing. Here comes Nickel Offshores, sponsored by Live Bait from Orange Beach, Alabama. Gary Nichols and William Moore running this MTI in the Super Cat class here in Marathon. Now we've taken to the sky on the parade lap here in Marathon. This will be the first race on Saturday for you all to see. This will be the P1 class, P2, P3. Should be an exciting race. And the beautiful waters off Marathon here. There's the 7-mile bridge in the background. All 3 of these boats also run in the Super Cat Light class. We're just doing a little shakedown run here in Marathon, try to get used to this tight little course. Little onboard camera shot here off Dirty Duck.
I don't have any idea where we're at. It's to the right a little bit. All right. All right, good luck, Matt. All right, you too. Just talk to me. All right, bud, I'll talk to you. Go, go, go. We're on. We're good reaction, good reaction. Go to the right a little bit, Slug. All right. Go to the right.
On board here for the first race of the 2004 APBA offshore season. On board Dirty Duck.
I still don't see the buoy. It's to your left. To your left, Slug. All right, I see it, I see it. I'm going to go with Bob's outside. Go to your left a little bit. All right, never mind.
Back to the helicopter footage. Here we have Team CRC, Mike DeFries and Jeff Harris. And out in the background, there's the CMS. That's Bob Bull and Mitch Miller. Great racing early on here in the P1 class. Right behind them, just out of the shot, is Dirty Duck, Matt Rice, and Slug Hefner. Pretty much 3 very similar boats, all the same MTIs, all the same Merc 525. Team CRC and Dirty Duck both have the number 6 drives. CMS has Bravos. On board Team CRC here at the start of the race. Boats running strong here after coming off a big win at the OSS season opener in Biloxi, Mississippi. Jeff Harris and Mike DeFries really got this thing dialed in pretty well. Running great in these crystal green waters off of Marathon and the Florida Keys. There's Team CMS right off to the right in the screen, heading right into the 7-mile bridge. hot on the tail of CMS CRC running right by the spectator fleet here in Marathon. Still tight battle here in the P1 class with CMS, CRC, and the Dirty Duck. Beautiful new paint job on the Team CRC boat here. So far we've seen the boat 3 times this year. Every race it gets a little more paint, the paint gets a little more detailed with the graphics on it. Quite the paint job and rating job on this beautiful new MPI of Mike DeFries's. You can see a little bit of speed advantage with the Bravo boat. CMS, the only boat with Bravos in the class, definitely a little faster than boats with 6s like CR.